Hello, and welcome to our 2022 conference registration video. Included in your download is a file for advisor changes for this upcoming year. As you can see on the screen, um, it's a 3-page memo talking about what we're planning and changes and information you're going to need to complete your registration. First of all, understand we're still living with COVID, and right now, as you're watching this video, and probably during the conference, will still be enforced, is the Mayo Civic Center is a city-owned building, and will require masks to be worn at all times. Otherwise, we're asking that each Explorer post follow your own department's COVID policies. Not much has changed for our rooms. We still have room assignments where we, separated by males and females. Age groups are 14 to 17 and 18 to 20. Reminder that you will need 2D leadership and you'll have plenty of advisors attending. To cut down on costs, and depending on the rooms, we may have you sharing rooms with other posts. You will be notified before that happens. And at no point will explorers from 2 different posts be sharing the same bed. You have an option to opt out of this. Depending on the room size, it is an extra fee of either $175 or $350 for that room to be only by your post. Registrations are due by noon on Monday, March 15th. No changes are made after March 25th. So please get your information correct and given to us. Again, the cost is $475 per person attending, with the shoot cost being $45 per person. Information that you're going to need again for that, your advisors is name, sex, email, and cell phone that is available at the conference. I can't stress it enough to have the cell phone that they have at the conference. So if we need to get a hold of your post, we are able to contact your advisors. T-shirt sizes and any T-shirts, 5K T-shirt if they wish to participate in the 5K. Again, the cost of the 5K T-shirt will be $10. For the Explorer and special food requests, if your advisors have special food requests, please make sure you note that in any of the registration and information you're sending to us. For the Explorers, you're going to need the name, sex, date of birth, T-shirt size, their event team that they're participating on, their shoot team, if they want the 5K T-shirt, and special food requests. We're also going to have you fill out the post membership form, the advisor code of conduct, and the shoot waivers. The shoot waivers can be turned in at the conference. If you're not shooting, you don't have to worry about them. There's a medical form. That's a form that you're going to retain for your records and have them available at the conference. If something happens, you have the form because you're going to be taking the Explorer to medical care. Other information in the download is on our scholarship information, our youth rep information, advisor of the year, the Don Cup, and information as far as what's available in Rochester, like parking. So again, we thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, please email the treasurer. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. And if you run into any problems or any question, again, just contact us and we'll be happy to help. So again, thank you, and we'll go ahead and get started with the process of showing you how to complete the registration if you haven't done it before, or if you need a refresher. Thanks again. To start your registration, you'll need to open up the subdirectory where you downloaded all the files from our download or in our registration install. And in that list, you'll see, as is on the screen, all the PDFs that come accompany with it, plus also this file, which is a Microsoft database, Microsoft Access database, called the 2022 State Conference Registration. You'll want to double click on this and open up. If most departments have access to a machine that has Office 365, so this file should open. If you have any problems or questions, please contact us and we'll try to work through different options for you to use this program. Worst comes to worst, I will have you do it on my computer where I give you control over the internet and you will just type everything in. So again, you will still need all the information available for your post. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'll go ahead and double click on this file, and what it will do will open up Microsoft Access, and it will open up the database. As you can see here, this is what it will show you. This database basically will be designed specifically to your post. So let's go ahead and start doing that by selecting your post. So to make it life easier, we're just going to choose Anoka County Sheriff's, and we'll click Submit. So now everything that is designed will be for that post specifically. And again, it gives information on the actual information that is needed for each of your explorers. As you can see over here, items in red for the information that is completed or not completed, and the different items that you're going to check through and go for or complete. So let's go ahead and start by completing the registration for the advisors. As you can see here on this basic input page, you have the first and last name for each advisor, their sex, email address, phone number, t-shirt, and any notes for them. So let's go ahead and start putting your advisors in, and we'll put in Jake Johnson, a male at an email address. There's no validation in the email address, so please make sure you type it correctly. This is the cell phone or the phone number of their cell phone at the conference, because we want to be able to contact them. This is the information we need. We'll do large, there's no notes. Mail, test, and the phone number. And they're an extra large, okay? Now, one thing you should learn is there's a keyboard function or button, F5. That's going to be your friend for completing this. What that does is refresh the page so that it helps when you are going to be doing more forms later down in this registration process. So let's go ahead and add some females. So we're going to do Jane Doe, female, test.com, and the same phone number, and this person will be medium, and then also a female, test, same phone number, and we'll do a small. Okay, so now your 4 advisors have been entered, and with all the information that is needed for registration. Go ahead and close that entry form. And then as you can see, it populates the information with 2 male advisors, 2 female advisors. Now we're going to click on the explorers, and we're going to enter their information. As you can see, this has the groups of explorers with 4 to a room. This is your rooming assignment. This isn't your event form or your shooting information. This is strictly for the rooms. So you want to put the explorers together as best you can based off of their ages and sexes. Okay, if you're unsure of their ages at the conference, that's fine. Put in the date of birth and it will calculate their age. And if need be, we can easily move things around by just changing that group letter at the beginning. So you don't need to retype everything back in. You can just change that group letter, hit F5, it will refresh, and it will put it in the correct group. So let's start by entering an actual explorer's name. So we're going to put in Tom Jeffries. And this is a male explorer, and we'll do an extra large t-shirt. Extra large t-shirt. No notes. His date of birth is, we're going to try 4/21/2007. He's 15. Okay. As you can see, that's color coded by his date. Now you'll see all those groups 14 to 17 grouped together in green, and 18 to 20 grouped together in yellow. So let's, there will not be a differentiation between male and female. Hopefully the words male and female will help you figure that part out. So let's do Jake, Don, Doe, Jake Doe, male. We'll do large. We'll do a date of birth of 3/15/06. And we'll tab through, and there's 16. And we've got John, and they're large, and we'll try 2/15/05, and they're 17, so they're together. And we'll do Peter Jobs, a male, do extra large, and we'll go 5/1/08, and they're 13, so they can't participate. Let's try April 1st, 15, they're 14, so they're all good. Okay, so now let's do some females. So Susan Doe, female, large, and we'll do 6/8/06, and so on. Okay, so there's your 4 females. As you can see, 2 of them are older and can't be roomed in the same actual room as the other 2. So instead of retyping all that information, what we're going to do is we'll put in them in a different group, C, and in doing so, I'll relabel 2 blank ones B, because those were what I changed. And if I hit F5, you'll see after hitting F5, it resorts, it refreshes the screen, and it puts everything where they belong, so that the group of B's are matched up and C's are matched up. And if you need to, you can add more explorers. If you were bringing more explorers, we do not have any restrictions on the number of explorers and advisors you wish to bring. After you close that form, as you can see, you have 4 male and 4 female explorers coming. If you need to go back and make some adjustment after the fact, you can go. All you need to do is go back and click on them and change anything you need to, and then just close the form and it will update. Now let's go ahead and complete the food registration. Food registration is basically asking if there's any special meals that is required of your advisors or explorers. As you can see here, it lists out their basic information, and we currently have, a pork-free, gluten-free, vegetarian, or if there's something specific. We are going to try our best to accommodate those, but understand it is still the individual person and the post's responsibility to make sure that there's not something dangerously going to affect them if it is something that could affect their health majorly. So if you don't have any problem or basically any food things, just go ahead and click the update the food, and that changes everything to yes, and close the form. And then, as you can see here, it switches to green and it actually adds the word yes. So let's now complete your event registration. On your event registration, you're basically going to create teams. You have 8 explorers here. Here's team 1 and team 2. Our suggestions are that you have teams of 4. You put a female on each team so that they can search female suspects. The other thing is you basically are making your best team 1, and then team 2, and so on. So as you can see here, you're just going to go ahead and put the event teams together. So let's go ahead and put 1, 2, those 2 are on 1, and then we'll do Jake and Tom on the other one, and then, or on those are on team 2, put team 2, and there's team 1 and 1. Again, if you press F5, it will sort them. So while that's not right, I want to change it. I'm going to put John here on team 2 and Tom here on team 1. And then go ahead and press F5 and it will automatically change it. You can make changes to your teams up to the conference registration when you check in. After that, these are the teams that your post will have. After you are putting that in, go ahead and close the form, and it updates that on your screen. Now, if your post will be participating in the shoot, you want to go ahead and put this information in. Again, your explorers do not need to shoot all together. They don't need to. The team 1 doesn't need to shoot with all the team 1 or anything like that for actual shooting. For the shoot teams, it's teams of 4. Put your best individuals all together. As you shoot team 1, or if only 3 people are shooting, you can put team 1, 1, 1 like this. It may or may not compete against other teams that are participating as that brings 4 explorers for a team. So you try to keep them all together. If you only have 1 person shooting or 2 people shooting, go ahead and basically put them as an individual. Just type in IND and IND and we'll be good to go. And then close. Okay. So that completes that part. Let's go ahead and start with the 5K shirts. We are planning to have a 5K run at the conference this year. We're asking that you pre-register or for at least the shirt part of the run. So if you wish to have a 5K t-shirt, as you can see here, it lists out all the advisors and explorers and their shirt size originally set up. So all you would have to do is basically say, I want a large. This person is coming and wants a large, and this person's coming and wants an extra large. And you're done. So you have that information. At any point during your registration, you could have clicked the preview report. And what that does is shows you information, the actual information which you're registering. As you can see here, it has a 2022 state conference registration. It's for the Anoka County Sheriff. Here's a list of your advisors. You're listed out. Here's a list of your explorers listed out in the groups, sex, date of birth, their ages, their T-shirt sizes, and your event teams. Doesn't display the shoot team information, which is perfect, is fine. It's still saved on the computer. It's still saved in the database. So when you send us the information, we will receive it. Please make sure you print a copy of that and hold records. It will be sent to us as that report, just as is. But we want to make sure you keep records of it too. So everything's all done. You don't have any changes. You have a way to export there's a way to export the data for registration. Basically, what that's going to do is send 3 different emails to us, the treasurers, at the treasurer's email address. So basically, open up whatever email service. Hopefully, you're using Outlook, because it'll be opened. If you're not using Outlook, if you're using Gmail, you're going to have to do a different process. Because it won't automatically open, your computer doesn't automatically open that email. But first off, I would go ahead and try. So if you just go ahead and click on export the data, basically it gives you a warning saying, hey, I'm going to export your data via an email. You go ahead and click OK. Your email will automatically pop up, and basically addressing it straight to us at the email address. This is your data file 1. And basically it exports the header information that we need for that. And go ahead and click send. Here's data file 2 that gives us the data underneath that. More information for us. And then it gives us, as you can see, I'm already receiving the emails. And here's data file number 3, which is that printed registration form as a PDF. And we go ahead and click send. And basically, you're completed your registration. If you need to make changes after you submitted it, if it's 5 seconds later, send me an email saying I'm resending the files, or 5 minutes later. If it's the next day or something where I've already imported the data, it would be easier to tell me the changes than for you to resubmit it. Unless you're changing, if you're just changing the team information or the shoot information, that's easy to change. If you're changing where I'm canceling everybody and I'm putting 5 different new people on there, okay, send me that. That would be easier through this. Otherwise, it's more difficult if you try to resend me all the data files. Because I import them all in, I can't re-import them in again. It causes problems. So I haven't fixed through that, because normally it's not a problem where we would do it. So if you go ahead and then when you're done here, you submitted your registration, wait for us to give you confirmation we received it. Wait till we send you back different reports that's saying, hey, we received your data, we've updated it, here's what our new form looks like. And on that new form, lists out hotels and all the other information, whether the hotels are given at that point or not, depending on how late the registration is, or how, if it's in February or early March, you may start getting hotel information. So if you don't have, or your email system is not Outlook, and basically you have to use some other system or a Gmail or something else, we have to do an alternative way to get the data to us. To do that, basically, there's this little happy smiley face right here that you see next to your export, your data registration, this little button right here. Basically, what that does, instead of emailing those 3 files, it allows you to save those 3 files to either a thumb drive or your hard drive, and then you can attach those 3 files to an email that you're going to send to us at the treasurer at mnexplorer.org. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. To do that, basically, you just click this button. And so you're going to export your data manually, and you click OK. As you can see on the screen, it opens a file, like a file, save as file, whatever. And you're exporting this table export 01 XLS someplace. And just go ahead and basically you're going to click on someplace to do it. So let's just, say to we'll just do it to our desktop for right now. And we'll click OK. Then it's going to save the next one. Again, to your desktop, we just click OK. And the last one, which is that PDF, and we just click OK. Your data has been exported. See you soon. Same thing. So now you can go ahead and open up whatever email or the thumb drive, or do you take it and do it from home, or however you wish to do it. And you can send us those 3 files. And basically, those 3 files are going to be, let me close all my windows here, as I have a bunch open. Those 2 export files and your registration file. Email those to us, and you're all set. So that's the alternative way to send the data to us. A reminder, please do not wait for money, funds, or that registration information. Submit your registration so we get on the books, so I can start knowing the number of people attending, ordering the proper t-shirts, getting all that information to all the vendors that we need to provide, and to all the other people that need that information, so that we can complete registration for basically the state conference. Again, at any point in time, if you have questions, please contact us. Any board member can help you or direct you to the correct people to help. So again, thank you for participating in the upcoming conference. We're all happy to see we're having another state conference. We all want to get together and participate. Thank you again.